fans emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we're ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. This is fielded at the goal line.
But that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Rosen brought in over the middle by Grant. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Here's Grant. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On 2nd down now, it's Grant, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Corey Grant, his 9th touchdown of the season, and they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Boston Scott, his first carry, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Here we go, D. Get off the field. Mike, check. 59.
From the gun, it's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, You'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's 4th.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 20-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
They'll run on first down. Grant. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
They will run with Grant. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rosen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
The kick by Sanders is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
They can't hang with us. 59 Mike, check, 59.
Allen now looks to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there, with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
49. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. 49. 49's the mic. 49's the mic. You're trash.
On 2nd and 15 now. Rosen throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Let's get in them holes. Check 45 the mic. Check.
Hey, high 7.
Let's go heavy. Let's go heavy.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And it's caught by Parker. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one good for 24 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. 2nd quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. On 2nd down, it's Grant. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Well, you talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the 1st half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
Rosen to his tight end, Gesicki. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
49's the mic. Watch 49. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
To throw is Rosen. Flushed out right. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 13-yard line. On 1st down, Grant. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Tackles.
Now Rosen looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Check 4.
On 3rd down, it's Grant. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Sanders' kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what?
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A big play here for Buffalo. 52 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. 59 mark, 59 mark. Check, 59. Pick it up, guys, pick it up. Mike spot 9, Mike spot 9. They gonna need some therapy after that. Pass 85. Right, check, 59. I got it.
Now Allen throwing again. Now he's flushed out left. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
And it brings up 3rd down.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
55, Mike, 55. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Alert. Come get some.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
Will be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Mike's 49.
Monday. Five.
On third down, Rosen. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Fielded just inside the 20. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
29. Get your swerve on.
Allen now going to throw again. Completes it to Davis. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Returnable for Grant. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Dolphins drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
And he's going to have a 1st down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long
Hug.
49.
Hey, Haywood.
Watch the screen.
Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter.
Motion, motion, motion. 80. 49. Time to go, night.
Rosen on 1st and 10. Going deep here for Parker. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Line 55. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Now Allen. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line.
Mike 5'9",
From the gun, Allen. Throwing right, and that's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
39-yard line.
Mike, check. 59. Watch the pass.
Now Allen again. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Mike 59.
And again, it's Allen. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Mike 5'9".
Allen to throw once more. Eluding the pressure right. And it's a Bills touchdown. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Hauschka with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is fielded at the goal line.
Let's go, baby.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. This is Grant. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Exit.
So now a carry here for Orleans Darkwan. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
49's the mic. 49's the mic. Let's go, D. 49's the mic.
And they'll throw it with Rosen. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Give him 16 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. The catches like that, that's what the Dolphins envisioned when they took Gesicki high in the 2nd round a season ago. He did have 22 catches as a rookie, but did not find the end zone. Certainly feels more comfortable wearing number 88, his old college number, after sporting 86 as a rookie. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
80.
I'm coming. 49's the mic. 49's the mic.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
49's the mic. Watch 49. I got one. 49.
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen.
Pick it up, D.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Orleans Darkwan, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the 3rd quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
1st down, Buffalo.
Allen now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Allen, throw left side, complete to Scott. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
A big run there, 29 yards and a first. He was doing everything he could to get the 6 points, a little bit short, but still an excellent run.
And look at it from the defense's point of view. They could have given up on that play. They did not, and still were able to corral him. Now, they've got some work to do in this down coming up, but at least they're being competitive and trying to stay with it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Allen now on the sneak, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Hauschka now for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Bills 24, Dolphins 30.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is fielded at the goal line. Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the second half at FedEx Field now. The Redskins have scored yet again. They've really opened that one up. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Jerry Hughes on the tackle. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 33-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Watch the slap. Watch the slap. Alert, alert, alert.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Here we go, G.
Hey, Echo.
Mike's 49.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rosen. That's complete to his running back, Grant. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Today, 180. Quarter.
Watch the slant.
Hey, Orbit.
49. Been a long day for you. 49, guys. Mike, 49.
Stay with your man.
Mike's 49. Mike's 49.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
Touchdown, defense.
They'll run on 1st down. Grant. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
Here we go.
They go back to Grant. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They'll run with Darkwa. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now Darkwa. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Mike, 49. All day, dog. Mike's 49.
Rosen will throw. Buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
To throw again on second down. Dobbs. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
29 is a Mike. Mike 29. Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. Escaping the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. There on the tackle, Minka Fitzpatrick. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They go again with Scott. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Boston Scott with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. They do tack on the extra point as well, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Shaq Lawson in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Rosen to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Play action here with Rosen. He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
We got to step it up.
They go play action. It's Rosen. On the crossing route, complete. That's Parker. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now Rosen on first down. Rosen is stripped to the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Rosen. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. I'm on. Check it out, Reed. Monday.
Now Rosen. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Check.
Now it's Rosen. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you're wondering why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Check 13. Check 13.
They're going to try and run. But he will not get into the end zone. And that one hurts, as it will remain a 2-score game here in the 4th. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the Bills, and that should all but do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.